Welcome back. Now let's talk about the rules for making comparative and superlative degrees. First, we have the rule if there is one syllable in positive degree. Now what is syllable? Syllable is actually a single group of sounds in a word. For example, we can divide a word into different groups of sounds so that one group is called a syllable. For example, beautiful. So we have three groups here: beautiful. That one group is called a syllable. So if there is one syllable in positive degree of adjective, then we add er to make comparative degree and est to make superlative degree. For example, we have the word tall. Now tall is positive degree of adjective. It is one syllable. We cannot break it anymore. So tall, when we make it comparative, we add er, taller, and when we make it superlative, we add est, tallest. So then small, again one syllable. We cannot break it anymore. Smaller, er, smallest, superlative. Young, younger, youngest. Thick, thicker, thickest. Thin, thinner, thinnest. So we have one syllable, so we add er and est for making comparative and superlative degrees respectively. Here rule 2 is if there are more than one syllables in positive degree. Here we have one syllable, but if there are more than one syllables in positive degree of adjective, then we add more to make comparative degree and we add the most to make superlative degree. For example, we have the word beautiful. We have three syllables here: beautiful. So we cannot say that beautifuler or beautifulest, etc. So what we do, we add more for comparative degree, more beautiful, and for superlative degree we add the most beautiful. Then talented, again we have more than one syllables, talented, more talented, the most talented. Punctual, more punctual, the most punctual. So here we have more than one syllable, so for comparative we add more and for superlative we add the most. Rule 3 is if positive degree ends in y. If there is y in the positive degree, maybe we have more than one syllables. We have two syllables here. Y becomes I, so y is converted into I and er are added for comparative degree and est for superlative degree. For example, we have the word pretty. Pretty, we have two syllables, pretty. So again we have here y is changed into I and er are added. So the comparative degree is prettier. We cannot say that more pretty. We say prettier, and the superlative degree is prettiest. Happy, happier, happiest. Lengthy, lengthier, lengthiest. Next we have irregular adjectives. Irregular adjectives are those adjectives which do not follow any of these rules. They have certain specific degrees of adjective and we have to cram them. So for example, we have bad, worse, and the worst. Good, better, best. Remember one thing, that with superlative degree we always used definite article the. So for example, the tallest, the smallest, the most important, the most beautiful, the most talented, the prettiest, the happiest, the longest, the worst, the best, etc. So with that we use the, and with comparative degree when we have two person, two places, two things, we use than. For example, taller than, smaller than, thinner than, more beautiful than. So we can use than in comparison. The use of comparative and superlative degrees. So here we have an activity: fill in the blanks with comparative form of the adjective. This bag is dash than the others. If you remember, we used than when there is a comparison between two things, and we convert the positive degree into comparative by certain changes. So here we have heavy. Heavy is ending with y. If you remember, we had discussed that y becomes I and er are added. So this bag is heavier than the others. The train is dash than the helicopter. Slow. Now slow is one syllable, so we'll add er for making comparative degree. The train is slower than the helicopter. A giraffe is dash than a horse. Now tall is again single syllable, so we'll add er. A giraffe is taller than a horse. A lion is dash than a cat. Again wild is single syllable, so we'll add er. A lion is wilder than a cat. An elephant is dash than a tiger. Heavy, again heavy is ending with y. Y is converted into I and er are added. So an elephant is heavier than a tiger. A laptop is dash than a computer. Light, now light is single syllable, so we'll add er. A laptop is lighter than a computer. My cat is dash than all the cats. Lovely, ending with y. Y becomes I and er are added, so my cat is lovelier than all the cats. Maria is dash than Alice in the party. Beautiful, now beautiful has more than one syllables. Beauty in full 3 syllables, so we'll add more because we cannot add er or est here. So Maria is more beautiful than Alice in the party. My sister is dash educated than my brother. Educated, now again educated has got more than one syllables, so we'll add more with it for making comparative degree. So my sister is more educated than my brother. George is dash than Frank. Handsome, again handsome has got more than one syllable, so we'll add more with it to make comparative degree. George is more handsome than Frank. We have another activity, comparative or superlative degree. Now we'll see that whether we need a comparative degree or a superlative degree. So we'll look at the sense of the sentence. April is warm than January. Now you can see that we have 2 months here and there is a comparison between the 2 months, April and January. So we'll have to use the comparative degree of warm. Now warm is single syllable, so we'll add er for making comparative. So April is warmer than January. August is the dash month of the year. Now August is compared with the rest of the entire year, so that is why we need a superlative degree here. August is the hottest. Hot is single syllable, so we'll add est, and you can see that t is doubled because it's a rule that when there is a consonant and it is preceded by a short vowel, so when we make we add a suffix with it, the consonant is doubled at the end of the word, so that is why t is doubled here. November is dash than September. Again we have 2 months and there is a comparison, so we'll add comparative degree. Cold, single syllable, we'll add er. So November is colder than September. It is dash old tree in this park. Again this is the oldest tree in this park. It means that this tree is compared with the rest of all the park. So old, and old is single syllable, and we'll add est to make superlative degree. It is the oldest tree in this park. My mobile is expensive than yours. Again there is a comparison. You can see there is than, the word than, so it shows the comparison. Now expensive has more than one syllable, so we cannot add er or est. That is why we'll say that more expensive. My mobile is more expensive than yours. This text is the dash text in the book. Now you can see that this text is the easiest text in the book because this text, the one that is being mentioned, is compared with the rest of the entire book. That is why we need to use superlative degree. So easy ending with y, y becomes I and est are added, so the easiest. It is the dash boring film this week. Again this film is compared with all the movies in this week, so that is why we need to use superlative degree. Boring, now we have more than one syllables, boring, so we will add more or most. Here it is superlative degree, so we'll add most. It is the most boring film this week. Palm's hair is dash than cat's hair. Now again there is a comparison between the hairs of palm and cat, so long becomes longer because it is a single syllable, and we'll add er, longer than cat's hair. I think it is the dash day, so the longest day, long becomes longest. The beautiful place is Paris. Now it means that Paris is the most beautiful place, so here we need superlative degree. Beautiful takes most when we make it superlative, so the most beautiful place is Paris. These cakes are the dash in this shop. Again these cakes are compared with the rest of all the cakes etc in the shop, so that is why we need superlative degree. So good, better, best. Now it is the one that is irregular because it does not follow any of the rules, so we have good, better, best. These cakes are the best. These cakes are the best in this shop. Your car is dash than mine. Again there is a comparison between your car and mine, so we need comparative degree. Cheap is single syllable and it takes er. This car is cheaper than mine. Your car is cheaper than mine. Bob is dash than Nick. Again we have a comparison between Bob and Nick, so we need comparative degree. So Bob is taller than Nick. Sam is dash boy in our class. Now Sam is compared with the rest of all the boys in the class, so here we need superlative degree. Sam is the tallest boy in our class. Tall is single syllable, we add est, it becomes superlative. Tom is 2 years dash than Paul. Now there is a comparison again between Tom and Paul, so we need er to make comparative degree younger. So Tom is 2 years younger than Paul. This building is dash, so it is a superlative degree because this building is the most beautiful. So we need a superlative degree, and beautiful is having more than one syllable, so we add most for making superlative degrees. Next, it's your home task to go through this activity and make correction. Wherever we need a comparative degree, use comparative degree, and wherever we need a superlative degree, use a superlative degree. So if there is a mistake in a sentence, you have to make those corrections. It's your home task that will help you in practicing the use of comparative and superlative degrees. Hopefully you would have learned a lot of things from this activity and from this video. For more such videos, subscribe our channel and keep watching our channel. Thank you.